In this video, we're going to be assembling this outdoor fireplace with the cooking grill. I recently got this at Costco. It went on special. It's called the Outdoor Fireplace Steel Chiminea with cooking grill. Now I currently have one of these, except it doesn't have the big stack on the top like that. And it's a few years old now, so I thought I would upgrade it. So we got a really cool fall day today. I just put my pellet patio heater on while we do this assembly, just to take the chill out of the air. All right, we'll take this assembly step by step. I'll show you what I'm doing. Now it's quite a heavy box to move around. Right away we found our manual here. Nice step-by-step instructions, list of material. Looks like it's very easy to understand. I like to lay out all my parts. Nice tools, all the hardware, little tools you might need to build it. Of course, our handle, chimney top. Looks like our base brackets here, our feet. Nicely labeled there with B's. Step one in the instruction is connecting the A with the B's. Our fire poker. Judging by the weight of this, it's our steel grill. It's a big cast iron grill. Okay, our steel mesh walls. Okay, got the fire bowl here. Okay, part of the chimney part. Looks like the lid part. And finally, the part we're trying to uncover, the base piece here. It's probably labeled A somewhere. All right. All right, step one, we're going to take our bottom ring, connect our feet. According to the manual, number one fastener with number one nuts. So, each fastener and nuts are labeled step one, step two, step three. That's really handy. All right, put this ring upside down. Our feet are going to go something like that, just lining up the holes. Same thing there. Just line it up, put our bolts through the bottom, then I'm putting a nut on the upper part here. I'm just noticing our A that's stamped here. We're putting the A with the B parts. There, we got all our bolts in, all 3 feet, just hand tight. Now I'm just going to go with the tool provided, tighten those nuts up. Just kind of holding the head of the bolt on the underside and give it a good sharp turn like that. It'll tighten that nut right in. Okay, step two, we're going to work on those mesh walls. Put this aside. All right, it's got us working. That's the door section. Now everything's tapered. C goes with E. All right, just pay attention to our letters here. Because if you do that in the wrong position, your grill's not going to go out the door, swing out the door when you want to cook on it. There's the panels themselves. They're all smaller at the top than they are at the bottom, so you know you've got the upper side at the top. Just match those letters up. Again, with the step 2 provided, you use that hardware. At this point, I am going to require a Phillips screwdriver for this, so you're going to need that. I just find it easier to start the bolt with the screwdriver than it is with my fingers. Okay, get another one started. Now I'll fit our door panel on. There, now that I got all 3 panels connected, but I didn't tighten the bolts yet. I'm thinking I'll do that after. I'm thinking we might have to line it up when it goes on the bowl, which that's what we're doing right now. So take that off. All right. You might notice we got those pegs on the bottom and we have holes here in the base. We're going to line up those pegs with the holes. Let's start with one, work our way around. There we go. Now I'm going to go ahead and tighten these bolts now that we're into the base. Now those studs that went through the base are threaded, in which case step 3 we're going to use our wing nuts. Just going to reach in, thread those on. Now step 4, we're putting that lid on. Again, there's holes in here. It's going to line up with these studs on the top. And again, using these wing nuts from step 4, we're going to fasten that to this part. The idea of using wing nuts for this part, because putting any other fastener in there would be difficult to get a tool up and in there. There. Now I'm going to move this whole thing to the table behind me. Leave that door open. Okay. Now it's a matter of putting our chimney part on here. Make sure you take all the cardboard out. All right, looks like it just twists on. Yep, line it up, twist it in. There we go. Might have to take it now off this table to give me some height. Now it's got this section going on. Again, just rotate it. You'll feel it kind of fall into place and tighten in. It's pretty solid. This part's got a little hole for a screw here. Again, it's a Phillips. Line that hole up. And there's a threaded hole there, so we're just going to put that on there. Now, looks like it's got holes for a handle here, and in the middle, you got a spot where ash can fall. So we're going to be putting a plate on the bottom to catch those ashes. Oh, it's got this little finial piece here in the bag. I believe that goes right at the top here. Threads right in. Just those finishing touches, you know. We're going to be attaching our handle here to the door. You see that little hole in the handle? This screw's going to go through. Now there's a little slot in the door here. You're going to slide that handle in. You're going to line that hole up with the hole for the screw. Just kind of wiggle it around till you get the screw through the handle. Just like that, and then tighten the screw up. There we go. Nice. Just gonna line this up on the bottom. Tighten everything down with your fingers first, and if it's easier, put your tiny wrench provided on the nut and then tighten it from the inside. Give it a little pull with the wrench. Do each one like that. There we are. Now we'll attach our handles on the bowl. And that would be the very last hardware provided. So we'll just hold that bolt in there, put the handle through it, and start a nut on there. Again, just hand tighten it and then tighten it with the tools after. There we go. Now we'll set the bowl inside the chiminea here. Now we should have a grate on the bottom to hold our fire. It's probably in with this grate. This box we didn't open. There we have it. It just sits at the bottom like that. And here's our cast iron grill grate that goes in there. For now, I'll just Show you how it works here. There's a couple different levels, and you just swing it in or swing it out, depending when you're cooking and when you're not. But for today, I'm just going to leave it out. Now I'll move my old one off the base here. Now I'll move the new one on there. Make sure my door is in the front. There we are. Now I get some dry split wood because it's a chiminea, even though it's raining out. Now I got my instant fire starter here. Put that inside. Well, in no time I'm going to have a nice little fire here going in the chiminea. Even though it's a cool fall day and it's raining outside, that cover over the fire really makes this happen. Of course, a pellet patio stove helps out on a cool day like this when I'm doing stuff like this. But if I already had that built, I probably wouldn't have had a fire going in here. I've done a lot of cooks on this as well in the past, in previous videos. I'm looking forward to cooking on this one as well. If you have any questions, comments, feel free to write down below. If you enjoyed this video, I appreciate you smash the like button, and we'll see you on the next one.